My wife tells me she likes them big and she likes them
chunky.
So we just got our first Amazon high count minis, I guess that's what you call them. Instead of them being the 6 foot pallets that we're normally buying, they're 3 foot pallets. Gabby, show them which ones it is. There you go. There it is, just like that, just like the Jeopardy lady. But they're, so far we're unboxing one. We're trying to hurry. As you guys know, anytime we get pallets, we're outside, it always rains. It never fails. That's like weather for us. But here's some of the stuff that we've unboxed so far in the pallets. That's pretty cool too. The pallets, they didn't look that good. The other ones still don't look that great. We're still going to have to see exactly what that's going to turn out like. But this is the first pallet that had more bigger items in it. But they had a bunch of these. The Loomis Next Generation bike helmet. I didn't think much about it. Started looking at the box. It said something about document, share, and enjoy. So while our pallet guy was here, I was starting to look through stuff in a sriracha. Started to look through stuff and I scanned one of them, and it's a Loomis Kickstarter pearl white helmet. Looked them up. They're going for eBay, on eBay new, for $150 a piece. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them so far that we've dug out of this pallet. So what's that, $750 roughly. We had some wine glasses that's going for 30 bucks with shipping, with free shipping, so roughly $20 a piece. There's probably $80 worth of them so far that we've pulled out. To take y'all over to the small stuff, some of the small stuff that's in the bins. My wife tells me she likes them big and she likes them chunky. They melted, like $30 worth of candy bars that melted. Really breaks our heart, but it's really going to make those kids right here really happy, because you put them in the refrigerator, they're good as new. They're pretty neat. I've never seen a chocolate bar that has raisins and peanuts in it, but hey, whatever. That's our new office over there in the background. We got to do a little bit better tour of that, but I'm going to flip the camera around and show y'all some of the palette. There we go, we're recording. Ginger tea. So this is what the small Amazon high counts look like. We haven't seen yet. Nipple covers, I'll need them for later. Just some of the items. You get a bunch of items that's not worth nothing. A bunch of $10, $15 items, but now that's where we actually keep ourselves afloat, is the $10, $15 items. But 30-minute cinder,
there's a bunch of those.
Whatever that is, I have no clue.
Gabby said it was a cookbook.
Cookbook for cinder, maybe not Cinder Man. Yeah, I feel like I'm definitely ruining that. Some sriracha sauce, that'll probably be going inside to the house. Got the chicken on the bottle, you know it's good. Some collagen, hair, skin and nail, joint support, all the above.
Some new tags,
the bachi. Probably murdering everything. Anybody that knows what this is? Honey and citron ginger tea. A lot of the food items we don't resell. A lot of them end up going to the house. Some of them that's like powder goods or something may be okay, but you got to watch out for blood circulation things over there. But as you can see, every now and then you get to hit a home run on these things. I've heard of people like pulling out iPads and stuff like that. We haven't seen any of that yet. But like stuff like that, I don't know what that is, but I'm pretty sure it's probably 20, 25 bucks. But when you add that stuff up, and you got to remember too, just because we're saying these are $150, it don't mean we got $150 in our pocket. It means that in the best case scenario, if we don't take an offer on it, we'll get $150 minus shipping, minus fees, probably $100 over a period of the next 6 months to a year selling through this stuff. So it's not instant turnaround on your money by far. A lot of this stuff was pulled from Amazon because it was slow moving. We had the space on our shelves to set it and let it and wait it out. Some of the stuff was just pulled that was just really good stuff, but the majority of it's slow moving inventory, but it works out good if you have enough of it. I don't suggest people starting out to go the route of buying Amazon high count pallets because you'll have a lot of stuff that's stale inventory that sits. A lot of resellers kind of talk bad about that kind of stuff, but if you have enough stale inventory that maybe sells 2 or 3 a week, then you end up selling through that stuff. And out of all of them, boxers. 3X, that's me right there, all over it. But after you think about the stuff that sells 2 or 3 times a week, that may be $15, if you have enough of it, it definitely adds up, and you can build enough of an income to support yourself and have fun too doing it.
What you trying to get, bud?
Magnet blocks. What are those for, Gabby?
To play with.
To play with? We're going to sell them. How much are we going to sell them for?
$600.
$600 right there. That's my baby girl. Well,
I'm not
my oldest
shopping
baby
at-
girl.
I'm not shopping at Kohl's
But we've got a bunch of fabrics. A lot of times fabrics we don't look up just because of how long it takes and the time. And we're recording a video, son. We cannot say pee on YouTube, okay? Don't pee out here. We're recording a video on YouTube. Go around the back of the thing right here. Watch out for the lizard, Moto. What you doing?
That thing is making me crazy.
The thing's making you crazy. We got a bunch of these spike balls. I don't know what they are. Don't have no clue. Didn't look them up. But as I was saying, fabrics, a lot of times it takes a long time to look up individual shirts, and you're not able to scan a tag on most of the stuff. And if it is a tag, it's Amazon label, so it's hard to scan. But just to see, we've been in this pallet maybe 30 minutes, and we're already at the bottom of it. But
over here recording videos.
pop filters, they've been working hard. But as you can see, storms are starting to come up. We're gonna,
you been talking.
because I've been talking,
Because he ain't helping you.
because I ain't helping at all. My wife's doing it.
Gabby, you just go to
It's just a single hutch right now. It's not a double hutch.
put that over there in that box.
And I will tell you on a lot of this stuff too, you will get zeros on it if you don't watch out. We are a living lesson of that through eBay.
What is that?
Happy Easter.
Over there in the box.
Merry Christmas. Looks like a happy Hanukkah down there. But our sorting process is we sort it out the best we can. Put some of the bigger stuff that's in there on in the trailer. Our trailer's already stocked full of clothes. We just kind of keep going through it. I'm gonna get off here before we get rained on. Thank y'all for watching so far. So this is what it's like. My wife was out here trying to put these little erasers, put magnets in them so you could stick them to a board. So I came out here and helped her. To cut a little hole in it, and then we took them, we put these little magnets, quit messing with them, inside of them so we could stick to the board. Well, here's one that I done right here. It's got the glue on it, cut a hole in it, stuck the magnet in it, clamped it down, and watch this right here. Watch this right here on the whiteboard. Sticks to the board. I did that one. It's got the glue on it. This one, however, it ain't got no glue. It's brand new, hasn't been touched. After doing 5 of them, I figured out it sticks to the board too.
Shut up. Don't even go there.
Hey, what's up, guys? We're in the Hutchison hut. I don't know if that's a thing or not. But I was going to talk a little bit about what happened yesterday. Yesterday we started the unboxing, as you've seen, and we had rain come in and it just started flooding. We had thunder, we had lightning, so we had to take what was left in the very bottom of the pallet, throw it on top of the other pallet, and then put the box on top of it as well as the pallet, and a tarp on it too to keep the water out. From the looks of it this morning, it did survive, so that's always a worrisome thing whenever you put that much amount of inventory outside and you're kind of stuck. Granted, a lot of times these things sometimes sit on the ports and stuff like that, but we hate for anything to get wet, just because a lot of times with electronics it causes issue. But out of the pallet, it looked really good. The one that we was doing, the helmets, remember, was like $150 each, and we had some wine glasses that was like $30 for the box, and a few other big items that was $50 to $100. So we've definitely made our money back on that pallet already, from what it will be. But I was wanting to talk a little bit about like when things change, because like yesterday we were set to, when I checked the weather, we had an 1.5 hour, 2 hour window. We started unboxing, we're 15 minutes into it, and it just drops. But that's in business, things do change, and we got to make sure we got to make sure that we're able to pivot and we're able to adapt to what our situation is. And that's one of the biggest things I'd like to, if I leave anything with you today, is make sure that you're able to pivot, because with the pandemic and everything that we've been through in the last few months, as well as building this room and getting out of the other trailer and homeschooling, it was already homeschooling, but homeschooling out here with everything all in one room, you have to be able to pivot and you have to be able to change. So always when you think about your business and as you grow it, make sure that you never get to the point that you're not able to move on a dime, because if you're not, then you're kind of a sitting duck in the water. And also with the pallets, there's talk about the Amazon high count pallets. Now those was high count mini pallets. They're just kind of like literally half of a 6-foot pallet. They're 3-foot cut. They're still filled up to about 3-foot mark. Thoughts on them? The one that we unboxed looked really, really good. The other one we haven't unboxed yet. We'll do that in a later video. And the bottom of the other pallet that got thrown on top of it. They're a gamble. The one looked really, really good. The other one that we just kind of glanced on the top of it, it looked like there was nothing in there that was worth of any monetary value. It's definitely a gamble, and that's what a lot of these TV shows and channels, not TV shows, YouTube channels that you see, they'll talk about all the wins, and I bought this pallet for $200 and I made $3,000-$4,000. Well, there's also a lot of gamble in it. There's a lot of losses, and there's a lot of times you may make back your money, and you may double, you may triple your money, but it may be able to, you may have to be able to sit on that for 6 months to a year to get to that point. And that's the thing about it is I never recommend for anybody that's starting eBay or thinking about doing that to go that route, because it is a lot of long tail items that's going to sit for a long period at a time. But now our business model, it works for us because we have an established inventory. If you don't have established inventory, I don't recommend going and buying the Amazon high count pallets. I'd recommend maybe buying the Amazon, the bigger item pallets, or if you watch the Family Flips YouTube channel, they do a lot of the bigger items and stuff, and that's really good to start out with too, because you can kind of see on the outside of the pallet what you're getting. You can kind of get an idea of, now granted there's risk involved in every one of them, but I wouldn't recommend the high count just because of how much items they are and just the amount of work that it takes to go through them and the amount of time it takes to sell through them. But thank y'all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Tell your friends, and y'all come back again.